today's video, I'm going to show you how I make my authentic egusi soup. And if you have been on the internet for a while now, you would know that egusi soup and goat's meat has been trending. So I'm like, you know what, Betha, you just have to show Bethans how you make your egusi soup. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the frying method. Of course, I know that there are several methods to prepare egusi soup, but today we're going to be doing the frying method. So I'm just going to walk you guys through the ingredients and then we'll get into the cooking process proper, okay?
Ryan little.
So guys, here I have my palm oil. This is palm oil I brought from the village and I really like the smell of this oil. Here I have my Uziza leaves. It's already been sliced very thinly. You can choose to use ugu leaves or you can also use bitter leaves, but for the purpose of this video we'll be using just Uziza because I do not like too many leaves in my soup. And then I have one bulb of onions. This is going to be diced. Here I have my fish. This is dry fish. It's been washed and deboned. In here I have my diced pomo as well. This is cow skin for those of you who do not know what pomo is. And then here I have my stocked fish which has already been washed. Then of course the star of the dish. I don't even know if this is the star anymore, but I mean this is the egusi that we're using for the soup. Then in the pot here I already have my goat meat. You guys know goat meat has been trending on the internet, so I decided to just jump on the bandwagon. So we're using goat meat for this. It's been boiling already, so I turned up the heat because I want to add my stock fish into it so that it can also cook properly because it's quite hard. So I'm just going to put this there and let this simmer till like it's really soft, and then we'll turn it off and continue with the rest of the cooking. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to heat up some oil in your pot. Once it's hot enough, you put your onions. Right now I'm just adding my chopped onions into the pot, and then I'm going to stir this for a little bit and let it fry. Something about egusi soup, you need to keep stirring to make sure nothing burns. If you leave it, it go burn, okay? Now I'm just checking on my meat. I actually added my diced pomo into the pot because I wanted it to cook for a little bit. So right now I'm just stirring everything to be sure that it's, you know, cooking properly. I added some water because I noticed that the water in the pot wasn't enough. At this point, I was struggling with the nylon, but yeah, I'm adding my grounded egusi. It had crayfish in it as well. I forgot to mention that, so just in case, I blended the egusi with some crayfish. So you're just going to pour that into the oil, stir, stir, stir. At this point, you want to increase the ability to stir, okay? You need to just keep stirring, okay? Make sure it doesn't burn, but also let it fry. I let mine fry for about 5 to 7 minutes on medium to high heat. But please watch your egusi and stir from time to time. You can see that at this point, I just turned to tonigari because I just did turn. Now I'm adding my blended pepper. I added this amount of pepper because I added pepper to my goat's meat while I was boiling it. So I didn't want the heat to be too much. So yeah, I'm just stirring that up and letting it fry for a little bit longer. Going back to my meat because this is the point where I get to pour everything in that pot into my egusi. Because I need to be sure of the taste before I add any seasoning. Right now I'm adding my dry fish into the pot and I'm just going to stir that up for some time. Let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Stir, 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 like I said, okay? At this point I added some seasoning cubes, a little bit of salt because we have salt in the meat stock already, and some more crayfish because, you know, crayfish just adds more flavor to your soup. And then we're just going to stir that all up. I added some water to this because I felt like it was really thick. I don't want my soup to be watery. If you want your soup to be watery, then you can go ahead and add enough water. But I really like my soup thick, so I just added little water and then stirred everything all up. Now this is the perfect consistency for me, so I'm just going to let that boil up for a little bit. Like you guys saw, the oil was already floating at the top, so I started stirring again, after which I'll go ahead and add my vegetables, and guys, the soup is done. Right now, I'm adding my Uziza leaves. Like I said, you can add ugu leaves to this or bitter leaf. Just make sure you wash the bitter leaf very well because you don't want your soup to be bitter, okay? So I'm just stirring this all up now, and guys, the soup is ready. I let this steam for about 1 minute on high heat and then I turned it off. So yeah. So guys, this is what our egusi soup is looking like. I mean, it's very colorful, and then we have fufu here. Of course, it is not me that is eating this one. I've never eaten this in my life, but I have my friends over, so yes, they are going to dig in. Maybe I'm just going to lick the soup or make little eba and then eat mine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm actually going to be filming a mukbang with this meal, but that's going to be another video, so make sure to stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and also give this video a very big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm not saying I don't get on truth, but that was FD. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.